Let me just say, in Florida, we will not let them lock you down. We will not let them take your jobs. We will not let them harm your businesses. We will not let them close your schools.
Here's a quick video audio of Ron DeSantis yesterday. He's calling BS. This is what a real leader looks like. I want you to notice what he does here. He acknowledges a mistake he made early on. There's nothing wrong with doing this. This is the right thing to do, and it's something Joe Biden is incapable of, or any liberal for that matter. DeSantis acknowledges early on Florida had some travel restrictions. And he says, listen, it was a mistake. It didn't work. He also acknowledges in this clip that there were lockdowns as well, and the lockdowns didn't work either. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what being a leader looks like. I'm not kissing the guy's butt unnecessarily. I love Ron DeSantis. I think he's the best governor in the country. I think this guy is presidential timber, no doubt. But this is what real leaders do. Acknowledge mistakes, acknowledge them publicly, and say, we're not going to repeat those again. Everyone, take a note. Here's Ron DeSantis leading from the front. Check this out.
And let me just say, in Florida, we will not let them lock you down. We will not let them take your jobs. We will not let them harm your businesses. We will not let them close your schools. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The lockdowns didn't stop COVID. Forced masking, they said last year, would end the pandemic if 80% wore masks. Many more than that were wearing masks, and it hasn't worked. They said you could get COVID off surfaces, which isn't true. They've not been honest about the origins of the virus, and they haven't been forthright about natural immunity. And with these travel restrictions, I was probably the first governor in January of 2020 to call for travel restrictions from China. I supported President Trump when he did that. But we have to take a step back and acknowledge that those travel restrictions just didn't work. The virus had already spread.
There it is, folks. That's what leadership looks like. Not being afraid to get out in front of the public and say, hey, early on, we didn't know a lot about the virus. We didn't know how infectious it was, the R naught, the fatality rate, about fomites surfaces, how it can spread on surfaces or fomites. We didn't know that. Now we know that. We're evolving. Maybe Fauci could learn a lesson from this and stop trying to sound so certain all the time and maybe apologize to the public instead of attacking people and claiming, l'état c'est moi, I am the state, I am science. This is what real leaders do. Now, it shouldn't be lost on you that while Ron DeSantis became public enemy number one of a hapless media, Florida, which now has one of the lowest hospitalization rates and death rates in the country right now, it shouldn't be lost on you that DeSantis was attacked relentlessly when we had our annual seasonal surge in Florida, which everybody's getting now, including Michigan and states up north. Shouldn't be lost on you that he became public enemy number one. And now that this is happening up north, all of a sudden, these Democrat governors, do they get the same ire of the media? Hell to the... No, they don't. Glenn Greenwald, who does actual journalism, on his Twitter account, talked about exactly this, on the destructive, grotesque media and their contribution to a polluted media environment where liberals believe coronavirus is going to kill you tomorrow morning, leading to stupid things being done over and over again, like mandates and lockdowns. Here's Greenwald's tweet. He says, the U.S. media framework has been fascinating to watch. COVID deaths prior to January 20th, 2021. What was the media narrative? Trump personally murdered them. Red state COVID deaths after January 20th, 2021. The governor murdered them. Blue state COVID deaths after January 20th, 2021. Unavoidable tragedy. Perfectly stated. So when Trump was in office, the media narrative was clear. These destructive, grotesque hacks that are a stain on this country and a rotting cancer to this country from the inside out because they cannot tell the truth. I will protect their right to be free, always to the day I die. But they have the right to be stupid, and they take you up on it at every single opportunity.
You just heard the Dan Bongino Show.